Bob Giles, driving forward during the 2020 pandemic for NewCarNews.TV. Bob, right in the front row.
Nice.
Yeah. Good job.
Excuse me just a second. Oh, okay. All right. We had one silver medal winner, Edward Sabatini. Title of his...
It's a cool fall morning in Michigan. About 25 classic car enthusiasts are gathered outside a specialty dealership in Birmingham, Michigan. They're about to start a day-long drive through some of the area's most colorful roadways. The drive will take these car buffs and their vehicles to Milford, Michigan, to get an exclusive and rare viewing of an amazing classic car collection. The drive was part of a 3-day event sponsored by America's Automotive Trust. That's the same organization that helps sponsor the annual Drive Home, a caravan of classics that travel across the country, arriving in Detroit just before the annual NAIAS car show. But COVID-19 concerns eliminated all that, the Detroit show and the Drive Home. The American Automotive Trust is planning to host 25 separate one-day drives across the country, and Detroit is its kickoff point. William Hall and David Madeira are both involved in this huge Automotive Trust project.
Due to COVID and some other challenges, the date changed with the NAIAS and just a general uncertainty. We wanted to do something smaller that still shows that we had enthusiasm, but something safer and also a model for what may be a way for the car community to get together in these uncertain times in safe numbers and also in safe distances.
We felt in this time that there's great demand for among enthusiasts, among everybody, get out and do things, but wondering what they can do safely. And we, of course, believe that enthusiasts love to get out in their cars, they love to drive, and that's a relatively safe activity when you think about it. It's certainly as compared to gathering in a crowd. For all those reasons, we thought, what can we do? And we said, well, let's create a series called Driving Forward, with the notion that we're not going to let this get us down. We're going to continue to move forward and trying to create activities and opportunities for enthusiasts to get out, to drive the car, for cars to be seen, and to find safe ways for us to do that together. And because we can't caravan from one state to another without the possibility of spreading COVID.
When you go into the Heritage Collection, it's like a time capsule of the automobile industry as a whole, because as you guys experience, there's no real rhyme to the collection. There's certainly a reason behind all those vehicles, whether they meant something to Mike or his wife Maureen or a family member or something like that. All the vehicles have a reason for being in the collection. But as you notice, right, there's everything from VW vans to a Ford GT to CTSV station wagon to a 442 Oldsmobile and literally everything in between, and an ice cream truck, right? But it really is just a celebration of the automobile industry and truly the LaFontaine family and Mike LaFontaine Sr.'s love of the automobile. I've not seen anything similar to LaFontaine classic cars. It's like the next evolution in the future of the group, which is funny because it's about classic cars, right? But I think we're certainly blessed being in the Motor City here and having so many enthusiasts, collectors, lovers of all things automobile in our larger area and demographic. And truly, LaFontaine Classic Cars came about 2 years prior. Mike and Maureen were driving through downtown Milford, drove past this vacant building on the corner there, and Maureen looked at Mike and said, "Hey, will you buy that for me for my birthday?" And fast forward, Mike did buy the building. And then really they set forth this plan, and it's a true tribute to Maureen, the LaFontaine family, and continuing on the family business down the road. No one would ever think that you would run out of space when you look at the size and scale of both the Heritage Collection and the existing pole barn that they built adjacent to that building. But as you and Luis can attest, there is not much room. You could barely slide a piece of paper between some of those cars. And now we've got second layers to cars. And every time I go, the collection gets bigger and bigger, which is remarkable and mind-boggling all at the same time. But people that love cars. And I don't think we're losing that passion. I attend almost every Saturday morning when weather permits and my schedule permits. I generally go to a Cars and Coffee event. And as you guys know, there's one just about on every street corner across Metro Detroit, right? And I can rattle off a dozen right now top of mind. But the fun thing for me is not only representing LaFontaine Automotive Group and taking a vehicle to show off and connect with enthusiasts, I actually bring my daughters. So I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. And I'm quickly recruiting them into being my new car gals. So much so that they critique now and request vehicles for me to bring home. And again, they are 2 and 4, yet they already started to love vehicles, ask me about them, want to go for rides, want me to make the car go vroom, vroom, right? And so I tend to think that maybe in the bubble that I'm in, but man, there's a bright future.
We learned some valuable lessons this past weekend in Detroit. In other words, success looks different now than what it may have 2 years ago. We're going to have to get used to the idea of not seeing these densely crowded photographs of a car show or meetings or car show, auto shows. It's going to have to be spaced out, and it's not going to come across in the same way as it has in the past. But yeah, we're planning on a big drive home next year. We're going to start in California. It's going to probably take upwards of 15, 18 days, doing a circuitous route around to Detroit. But hopefully the situation has changed a little bit and improved by then. And hopefully there's still an appetite for that kind of event.